Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. We're on this beautiful, gorgeous, mild, yet it's still summery, not the extenuating and its extreme heat wave that we had a couple of weeks ago, nor the gloomy rain. Still warm, but at the end of the day, do you see what I see? You see that? Let's take a little look, a better look. Does anybody see that? Now, I do agree that some of this, as everybody's tuning in, I'm gonna give you a little heads up. So the Queen of Divas, the Dr. Charity, you're all humble, well-known Dr. Charity is doing a countdown. There's literally 3 weeks before we celebrate Dr. Charity's birthday. So yes, I ain't gonna lie, from head to toe, you do see the birthday glow. Okay, so some of this is birthday glow, but I'm gonna focus on what he's showing. I'm gonna focus on the blessing and the favor. I'm just gonna tell you some of this is the birthday glow. Wink, wink. But as I've said, do you see that gleam and that beam? That right there is just the natural glow of the sun, which I already stated is the blessing. That is the blessing to you. The fact that you're awake today to see that gleam and that sun come through. No matter how bright or dim it is, the fact that you are awake to see the sunrise is the blessing. The fact that you have the capabilities and the activities of your limbs is the blessing. The fact that you are able to walk, talk, live is the blessing. The fact that there's a roof over your head, the fact that you have any form of anything, whether that be food, income, family, friends, support, doesn't matter. The fact that you got any and all of that is the blessing in itself. Because somebody today doesn't have that. And if you're like me and you've seen what I've seen where I work at on a daily basis, you're just like my godmama. Somebody tell God thank you. Just tell God thank you. Because, honey, it could have been easily the other way. So, that right there is the blessing. That's the blessing shining. But on top of that, there's also somebody working behind that natural gleam and beam that you see. And that's the spiritual sun who is desiring. He's already shining his favor down upon me and through me into your life today, but he's desiring to do the same thing to and through you. And guess what? Ain't nothing like the blessing of God, but ain't nothing better than the favor. The favor is what you want because the overflow is in the favor. That's what you want to experience. The overflow is in the favor. But I want to tell you, you got to be ready for it because that's a roller coaster ride, and we about to talk on it today. That's a roller coaster ride that is woo woo. You got to be prepared for it because now I'm understanding more and more why God gave me a whole year to and just sat there and looked at me. He gave me all the signs like, yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm trying to make sure that you're ready for this because see, I don't know if you're ready. You really asking for something. I don't know if you can handle it. Boy, I got on that roller coaster ride at the beginning of this year, and woo! In the beginning, it was fun. But boy, them loops, when it started going high and the loops and woo, the obstacles, I'm gonna dive into it. Let's tune in. But my question to you, for those who want to experience the favor and the overflow that is within the favor, my question to you on today, are you ready? Are you ready for it? That's a good question, ain't it? Come on. Come on, let's dive in. So, if I want to just ask a question, though. Does anybody today, because I'm talking to everybody, is anybody today that's tuning in? Is anybody feel like I was at a place one time and everything was smooth, and then all of a sudden it seemed like out of nowhere, everything was fine, but it seemed like out of nowhere, boy, just in the most unexpected area, I got cut. I got hurt. Something just happened out of the blue and just got me and brought me down to my knees and had me crying and wondering what the world was that for. Anybody felt like that? Anybody felt like that everything was good and perfect? They were on the right track and they were right. Everything was falling in line. And all of a sudden, something in life ended up turning them in another aspect, in another direction, and took you somewhere, and you didn't know what the heck was going on, and you couldn't dictate what was going on, and you were just lost. Anybody felt like that? Anybody felt like everything was working just perfectly fine, and all of a sudden things changed for no reason, out of the blue, and left you at a maze because you didn't know where you were going, left or right or straight? Anybody felt like that? Because if there's anybody today, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you because I want to give you some empowerment. I want to motivate you and give you some empowerment from my own testimony and from my own learning on this week while I was meditating. Because even my meditation for this weekly encouragement didn't even come the same way. Come on, lend me your ear. So today, if I had to give this weekly encouragement a title, it would be The Detour. The detour is the way towards your favor and your destiny. Let that resonate. I'm going to say it again another way. The favor and your destiny is in the detour. You got to stand. The favor and your destiny is in the detour. Just stand. Okay? Somebody today may be listening and saying, well, Dr. Charity, but if I don't know what's happening, I'm confused. If I don't know what's going on, then I don't know, and therefore I'm just at a loss. Then I don't know where I'm going, up or down, left or right. How can I trust that? Good question. I'm glad you asked. Let me hear. I'm going to tell you how to do it today because I was told. I learned something this week. Somebody else may be saying, but there's no favor in the detour. If it detours, then that means you took a wrong turn somewhere, and that means that you had a loss, and that actually delays your favor and your destiny. That don't sit there and work you towards it. It delays it. Not necessarily. I need you to tune in and lend me your ear today. Tune in to the Dr. Charity and lend me your ear. I got something to tell you. So, this week, as I was reflecting and meditating, as I told you, my weekly encouragement came a different way this week. So the Spirit dealt with me, and the Spirit was just showing me how we as people expect, when we've been given a promise, as I've already spoken on plenty of times, we expect it to come one way, as I was talking a little bit on last week, and it doesn't come that way. Then we immediately give up. We just throw up the white flag and surrender and say, forget it. We were promised it, but it obviously ain't coming, so forget it, because it ain't no other way that it can come. Yes, it is. It just comes in a way of miraculous. It comes in the way of God's way. It can still happen. It just ain't happening your way. And I'm going to explain today why God is not allowing it to happen your way. Come on. So, a lot of times we expect it our way when God wants it, specifically when it's got confirmation from on high. When He confirms it, He is never going to do it your way. That's something we got to keep in our mind. He is never going to do it your way or our way. He's going to do it His way. Oh, it's still going to happen, but it's going to happen His way in His timing and when He's ready. Now, I do agree. You gotta believe, as Pastor Mike Jr. said, that ain't the one but he piggybacked on what got me this week, but I'm gonna dive in that a little bit later. He talked about Habakkuk, about writing the vision and making it plain, and though it tarried for a little while, wait for it. Well, that's what I'm telling you today. The detour is not a delay. I already told y'all that previously. I told you that my big sister preached on that one time. The detour is not a delay. Your favor and your destiny awaits in the delay, not in the delay, the detour. Just because you're going a route that you didn't expect to go doesn't mean it ain't happening. It actually may mean it may be coming sooner than you think, because every detour don't slow it down. Sometimes we taking the slow route and God wants to pick up the speed, but we don't even recognize it because we're too busy thinking about ourselves in our own way. Come on now. But you got to wait for it and go his way. And it's specifically when his handwriting is on it. When he confirmed it, then you just need to wait, I say, on the Lord. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. So if anybody needs something, here's a testimony. So I was going through this week. I was meditating, but this week was a different. I was meditating, but just, it was just at a dull phase. Well, it got down to the latter end of the week, and it's all of a sudden, it's like the bottom fell out. Boy, I got cut. I got cut in multiple areas and all in one day. I got cut while I was at work. I got cut, with the school. I even got cut in the relationship. Boy, everything cut me that day. Boy, I'm sitting there, and the patience was I'm pouring my heart out, bending over backwards, doing everything at the job. The patient's sitting there. Boy, I got the most rudest replies. The management weren't there. Nobody was there to talk to when it came to trying to get support there. Then the schools sitting there, and then I'm looking at them, and they ain't cooperating. So then I tried to turn to my significant other and, try to talk with him, the one that has my heart. And boy, he's so busy and he was focused and stuff like that. So he won't nobody around. So I'm sitting there and boy, the tears just came down. The tears just started to stream. But I remember I had already been told by a bishop a week before this happened. The Spirit she told me, she said, be still. You don't know what's going on and you can't do nothing about it. Let God do it. He already know. He's already working it out. You just need to just leave it alone. Just stand still. Don't even move. She was so right. So you know what? That day I cried while the tears were streaming down my eyes. I said, you know what, God? I can't do nothing anyways. You know what? I gave up the ghost the end of last year. Let me give it up again this year. Let me give it up again. Here, I stand. Ain't moving because I don't know what the heck is going on. I can't even dictate. I can't even put my hand in it. And I said, but you're going to have to give me a word. You're going to have to give me a word. Somebody got to have a word. So I was meditating on that Friday, and Pastor Keon Henderson came through, and he talked about how a lot of times we are looking for God to come one way. And he uses the detour because of the fact that when we ourselves got our hand in it, God can't move. That's why he gives you the detour. We trying to do it our way. And our hand gets involved in the promise when it ain't supposed to be in the promise. That's how it works. And God says, okay, because you got to let me. I promised it to you, so let me bring it to you. You don't need to do that. You did all your part. And the Spirit came back to me over the weekend and said, exactly. You need to just believe and stand still. Because you done already sowed your seed. You done watered your ground. All you got to do is wait on the harvest. I don't know why you still trying to participate and do stuff. You're doing more than what is necessary. Stand still and see the salvation of God. And in this case, you stand still and wait. Stand still and see the manifestation. You done did your part. You done did your work. So I'm here to tell you on today, you got to stand still. The detour is not a delay. The detour is the favor in your destiny. Your destiny is in the detour, but you got to trust him and follow the path that he's taking. No, you don't know what it looks like. No, you don't know where you're at, but he's going to you got to trust that he's going to bring you straight to it. And when you come to your destination, guess what? In your destiny, instead of you having to park and do all this other extra stuff, you're going to be right in front of it. All you're going to do is just walk. He's going to lead you right through the door. You're going to walk in and everything going to be in line. Ain't nothing else you got to do because he's going to make it perfectly right for you. That's his purpose. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit more. So, because with all that, I'm going to give you what Pastor Keon emphasized on. He emphasized that a lot of times we don't realize the sacrifice that we got to make to go through this, what the cost is to get to this destiny, how much we had to sacrifice when it came to the social surroundings, even family, when it came to your life, when it came to the ways of your life. And guess what? I'm in there. I like to use, I said, you know what? I listen to, for those who are less spiritual, I listen to the song, the full track of a song by the rapper Wale, The Matrimony. And him and Usher made a song years ago. And I love how the man on the track explained all about engagement and marriage. And ooh, that right there gave me one big eye opener. It even showed me why a man can talk about it, but he's being creative with it, you know, because this is something that, hey, as they said on the track, and in anything in life, it's something that you're not all, look, I don't care how much you're playing for it, as the man said on the track, you ain't never ready for it. It's just something you got to take a risk. You got to step out on faith and just go and trust your instinct, trust your gut, trust the Lord, and just go with it. And I said, you know what? That's where I'm at. As I told you, my life is in transition, and the transition is getting even more stronger. It's something about to happen. Like it's about to come forth. I just feel it. I feel it. Ooh, celebration real soon. For whatever it is, I feel it in the career. I feel it in the business. I'm just giving you a little bit of my testimony to let you know that it is just because you feel the pain. The pain means it's like going into labor with that baby. You about to have a baby. And I felt some pain on Thursday that made me cry. In the career, in the school, and in the relationship. It's amazing. But and it made me cry. But hey, there was confirmation in it that, oh, it's about to work out in your favor. It's about to. Your destiny is in this detour, but you've got to continuously trust him. It's just like I told you about my other half. Shout out to Mr. LEG. I know he's tuning in. I've never been here. That's the one area in my life that's never had a blueprint. This is the first, but I can tell you right now, I'm a blind woman. I feel like a Ray Charles and a Stevie Wonder on this path. I don't know where the heck I'm going because I'm not the one in charge. And which is it's been a battle. It's like what Lauryn Hill said on X Factor. Loving you is like a battle. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, it's been a battle with me. No, not because of him. He's good. It's because of myself. But that's why God gave me a whole year and looked at me and said, I'm just trying to make sure you're ready. I confirmed it more than one time. Oh, I'm going to give it to you. Oh, he coming. But my question is, are you ready for this roller coaster ride? Because hey, it's just like that roller coaster. You feel all happy and excited until you get on the roller coaster. Then you say, what did I do? Oh my God. Am I supposed to be here? Oh God. Now you're freaking out. Then when it started to move and go up, oh, this thing really high. Oh, Jesus, okay, I'm gonna die. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Oh, man, I made a mistake. That's how it is in life. It's like that with the career. I'm talking to everybody. For those who feeling like that and feeling like I don't know where I'm going and you feel like you're on that roller coaster ride, I'm telling you today, this is your encouragement. It's going to be like that in life. It's like that in the career. It's like that when you go to school. It's like that in the relationship. It's like that in the business. It doesn't matter. But I'm telling you on today that you got to just trust it. You hopped on this roller coaster. Take it. Because your destiny is at the end. You're going to gain every badge and every accolade you deserve. It's waiting for you. But you got to take the ride. Hey, this has been a scary ride for me. Everything else has been kind of smooth. It still cuts. But the one that cut the deepest has been the relationship. That one right there. Whoo. But the Spirit is always reminding me, I brought you here. Trust me. I'm guiding. He's leading. Look, I know you used to wearing the drawers. I know you used to doing it all. But this time around, trust me. I got this. It's been a battle. But you know what I've been doing? Okay. Don't worry. The flesh has been wanting to fight. But the Spirit makes sure that I'm reminded What did I say? I'm just gonna ask you. You let me know, because maybe I didn't say it. What did I say about this? And then I'm left at a point where it's like, okay. So maybe I gotta, okay, so I'll wait. Okay, I'll do it. Okay. But at the end of the day, that's because guess what? All the Spirit is telling me, you done did your part. Now you need to wait, I say, on the Lord. Lord gonna bring it past. The God himself is guiding him, and he gonna do what he need to do when it comes to you. Trust in the Lord. The man is doing it, but you gotta trust and lean not to your own understanding. And that goes to you today too. I'm just using this as a testimony because, like I said, my life is in transition, and the transition is getting stronger. I feel it in my gut. It's been like that for the past 3 months. And I heard words, and I've seen signs and wonders. Something happening. I don't know what it is. As I said before, I feel like the Little Mermaid. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. One day you'll see. Soon I will be part of your world. Yeah, that's what I believe. That's the only thing in my life that doesn't have a blueprint. And I do plan. That has been my prayer. The Spirit knows that. That has always been my prayer. And I believe that is going to happen. That's the only thing in my life. Everything in my personal life has already got a blueprint. Just this. But this is happening. That's just my belief. This is happening. Because I did already speak it into existence. I told mine, all you got to do is take your wife home with you. I told mine, he listening. Shout out again to Mr. LEG. I told mine to his face. You so close. You the closest man. Ain't nobody been this close except one other, and he wasn't supposed to be this close. And he didn't even do it right. You are the first man that got to this place. You are the first man that's here. All you got to do is take your wife, get your horse and buggy, and take your woman home with you, and your life is gonna be filled. I told he was laughing. I told him, I said, all you gotta do is turn into an usher, and baby, I'll be making plans for you. Baby, I'll be making plans for you. Yeah, that's all you got to do. I said, your life is gonna be beautiful. You think the woman beautiful, your life gonna be beautiful. Your future gonna be the rest of your life. Ooh, it's gonna be lovely. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that alone. God is working. God gonna reveal in due time. But I do feel it. I don't know what I feel, but I know that it's real, and I know it's happening. Shout out again to my other half. He's my strongest and biggest cheerleader, and I do love and appreciate him for all the support that he shows me. Shout out to you, Mr. LG. According to you, you got a timeline of when Mrs. LG is coming your way for the rest of your life. But anyways, I said all that to say this. Let me bring it down. After all of that, I'm telling you, it is a roller coaster ride. But I'm telling you on this beautiful, gorgeous day, the detour is not a delay. Your destiny and your favor is in the detour. Just trust, as I told you last week, trust him. Trust in what God has placed you, where God has placed you, whether that's in the career, the business, the residence, the relationship, the school, wherever God has placed you. Just trust that you're on the right path. God is going to show you whether you're right or wrong. He's going to show you. He showed me yesterday through a rare form of a butterfly. When I came out the house, as soon as I opened the door, I saw that I had never seen a black and blue monarch butterfly that resembles new beginnings, transitions from the sad to the joy, tears of sadness turning into tears of joy. And usually butterflies a lot of times resemble the spirits of those who are gone before us. And I do have a grandmother and an aunt that I look up to in heaven, that I pray to in heaven as my guardian angels, who are looking over me, who I know want me to be happy and want the best for me. So when I saw that, I said, oh, something is happening. So my gut ain't lying. I can't tell you what is happening. I can't tell you what it is. I can't tell you when. I can't tell you how it's going to happen. But I can tell you something is happening. Something happening. And the Spirit confirmed it. So now all I got to do is take what I was told. Be still. Stand still. You done did your work. Now let's watch God manifest and bring it to pass. And that's what I'm telling you on today. Go through this week and stand still. The detour doesn't mean delay. The detour means your destiny is on the way. Not delay, your destiny is on the way. So sacrifice. It's going to hurt a little bit. Hey, but you in labor. You know when you in labor, that means the baby is here. Ain't no turning back now. So that means your destiny is here. Walk into it. Come on, don't turn back now. You came too far. Don't turn back now. Go and walk into it now. You on the right path. Just because you don't know where you are, don't mean that God ain't taking you down the right path. You going down the right path, but you gotta stay on the path that He placed you and continue to press forward into your destiny, because guess what? As I've already told you, it's not waiting on, look, you're not waiting on it. It's waiting on you. It's yours right now. Walk into your destiny regardless of what it looks like. Regardless of the detour, walk into it. It's worth it because it's yours right now. Well, that's all that I have for you on today. But tune in on next week for another weekly encouragement. Please go on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel to receive all your weekly encouragements and motivationals. That is Lady Superwoman. That's at Lady Superwoman 999949 on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragements, empowerments, and motivationals. And remember, going through this week, that the detour doesn't mean delay. Your favor and your destiny is on the way. It is yours, but you got to continue to stay on it. Stay on it, because as that man said on that track with Wally and Usher, when you get to the top, right before the fun fall, that's like the wedding and you're just screaming because it's a relief. Oh my God, I waited so long for this. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get off. That's what's going to happen. And it's about to happen for somebody. Somebody tuning in today and is about to get the celebration like myself. It's about to happen for somebody. But you got to stay on. And you got to stay focused. And you got to stay put. So go through this week and stand still, because it's happening for you right now. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.